Good day, friends, and welcome. Thank you again for joining me. I'm feeling the invitation for a nice, long, deep meditation, so let's dive right in. Starting by closing the eyes, if that's something you're comfortable with. Relaxing the muscles around the eyes, really letting them just release and relax. Relaxing the muscles of the face. Perhaps finding a gap between the upper and lower teeth. Really just sort of mentally exploring the face and the head for any areas of muscular tension that we can release. Exploring the possibility of this release, knowing that it's not permanent and we don't need to do anything we're not comfortable with. And beginning to waken up our sense of inquiry, our willingness to explore and to learn. Moving the awareness now to the orientation of the skull in space. Perhaps finding a slight tilt forward of the skull to allow a little bit of extra space in the back of the head, the top of the neck, the spine. Exploring the neck. Finding a sense of balance of the skull. Finding a sense of balance of the neck on the shoulders. Feeling sturdiness and strength. And allowing the head to be light. Allowing there to be ease in the way the head sits on the neck. Moving down to the shoulders and perhaps doing a couple shoulder circles forward, up, back, and down. Perhaps one at a time, perhaps both together, and just exploring how that feels in our shoulders and our arms and our torso. Exploring the possibility of that opening up the top front of the chest, the area of the collarbones and just under that. Allowing the upper arms to rest back. Exploring letting the shoulder blades release down the spine, and as the shoulder blades come together, do we find even more opening in the chest? Just taking a moment to make sure that our head and neck are still at ease and in balance after we shifted their foundation. Coming now down to through the spine to the pelvis. Finding a sense of balance left to right. And exploring, finding a sense of mediation or balance as well. The front to back tilting of the pelvis. Not coming so far forward that we overarch the spine and sort of find crunching in the very base of the spine, and not rounding forward so that we hunch the shoulders and lose the opening work that we just did. If one is sitting in a cross-legged posture of some kind, it will be anatomically impossible to find perfect symmetry. Instead, Perhaps we can strive for exploring as close to a sense of balance as we can get by moving our cushion or changing the posture of our legs, or perhaps leaning forward slightly. Feeling the hands heavy in the lap or on the props, on furniture. Bringing the fingers into a mudra if that is within your practice. Feeling now down into the apparatus of the body that are both holding us up and are being held by the earth. Really feeling this connection to the earth. Studying the quality of this holding. Feeling and appreciating the sense of stability, sense of pressure, sense of weight in our sitting bones and in our feet or legs, anywhere that our weight is being conducted or connected to the earth. Now, for a time, moving our awareness to the breath, to the action and the equipment of breathing. And just to formally start our practice, taking 3 deep, full breaths, inhaling fully and feeling the chest and the rib cage and the abdomen expand out in every direction, even upward. Feel yourself get slightly taller as you inhale. Feeling all of that engagement and expansion receding back in toward the spine as we exhale. And after those 3 deep intentional breaths, allowing the breath to remain on our minds, allowing our awareness to remain on the breath, on the moment-to-moment sensations of breathing, and to relinquish the need to be in control of the breath. It's one of those funny paradoxes. We actively let go, or we try to watch a natural process without disturbing it. We'll ring the bell again at the end of our practice to signify the time to return to ourselves. But in the meantime, in this time, let's for this moment continue to observe the breath, in particular, any areas of the body where breathing is most easily observed, anywhere that the breath is calling to you. This could be the sensation of air flowing into and out of the body. This could be the sensation of muscles and body parts moving and changing shape to create more space for that air. It can be anywhere that the sensation of breath is felt. And just residing there, choosing this spot, choosing to observe this vast phenomena of breathing, this large, complicated process that's always with us, through the lens, through this focal point in the body. And as we sit with the breath, sit with our awareness of our body doing the breathing, noticing too that other things may be coming up for us, and accepting this as a natural part of the act of meditation. In an ironic way, by choosing to focus on an arbitrary and subtle part of our being, we really invite or provide a fertile ground for other more intense sensations in the body and other more strong emotional or mental content or phenomena to become awakened and present, and to fill that space, to seek to fill that space. Really just accepting these phenomena as other aspects of our being here in this moment. Noticing when we may be carried away by one of them. Noticing how they can interact and build on one another. How they can collaborate to make something bigger. How they can construct a greater state of some content that is distracting to us. Noticing that, noticing when we notice that. Being aware of what has transpired. Observing it. Without needing to act, without needing to banish or judge these sensations of emotions and occurrences of thought that can interact with one another. Instead, can we merely shrug off the hold that these occurrences may have on our awareness? Can we allow these forces to be with us because they are with us? Without gripping them, without being grasped by them. Can we hold them without holding on to them? And can we gently, with the intention of compassion and understanding and exploration, simply make room for our awareness of the breath again, and allow our awareness to focus and settle on the breath again. Exploring the richness of the sensation of this inhalation and this exhalation. Now that we've been sitting and honing our abilities, our skills of awareness and focus, of commitment and dedication to exploring and inquiring. Now that that's been going on for some time, the invitation exists to relinquish our grip on the narrowed focus on the breath, on one distinct place where breathing can be felt, and to allow the awareness to grow, to become more spacious. Allow the settling of our awareness to encompass the whole body. To encompass any sensations in the body. And in the way that we watch the breath with perseverance and ease, it's the way we viewed it, as in the way we viewed it with impartiality and non-judgmentality, non-judgment. Can we observe with any and all of our senses occurrences in the body? This may include senses observed in the mind of thoughts. Remembering, of course, that the difference between a thought and a feeling is in many ways very arbitrary. They're both experienced in the mind. The sensation of the localization of a sensation is felt in the mind. So in this vast space of observation, may we make room for the feelings that we call thoughts. And just observe everything that's present. That may still include feelings of breathing, because of course we are still breathing. We're actually breathing with every cell of our body, every cell of our being. We're breathing through our skin right now. The phenomena of breathing can be felt by every sense. And just dwelling in this space of observation, observing what comes up, not needing to be carried away by it. Just allowing it to be, allowing ourselves to be in observation of it. It may be that after sitting in this posture for this time, really deepening our ability to perceive what's going on in the body, that some sensations may be intense. This may be from sitting, maybe from some recent acute injury or action. It may be a more prolonged sensation, something we've been living with some time. And here too, bringing our observation of our tendency to flinch, to clench, to seek to find diversion, to mentally run away from this sensation. For the next 5 minutes of undirected, unguided meditation, can we really open to these sensations as well as any others in the body? Really inquiring into the sensation. Being with the sensation. Opening to it. Really examining it for what it is in this moment. Not needing to be ruled by it or controlled by it, or owned by it. Really just inquiring into it, as if it were a mood or a fleeting lighter sensation, alongside our breath and anything else that may be real and present for us in this moment. Allowing the breath to deepen, allowing the awareness to be drawn back up to the surface of the body, back to the membrane between us and the world around us, which is also in a sense arbitrary. Bringing movement to the fingers and toes, perhaps, to the arms and legs. Perhaps finding some stretch, some act you can do to alleviate a strong sensation in the body as a result of this sitting. Allowing the eyes to softly, gently, and slowly open gradually, taking in the world around us again. Coming more into a state of being prepared to interact with the world around us. Thank you for joining me. May you, everyone you know, everyone they know in a motion of ever growing out from you, may everyone that is known in the world get to experience joy and peace and a sense of security. May our actions and the actions of everyone help to bring this state out to everyone. Namaste. Take care, friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.